6:33 today marks 23 years since almost 3,000 people were killed in that terror attack that the nation will never forget. You're looking live right now at the site of the former World Trade Center.
From New York to Washington, D.C. and down to Pennsylvania, so many people and families have been affected.
The impact felt across the country and right here in Western New York. This morning, 7 News reporter Jordan Johnson joining us from Buffalo with more as we remember one of the greatest tragedies, Jordan, in American history.
Ed and Katie, nearly 23 years ago, in those terrorist attacks, nearly 3,000 people's lives were lost. This morning, I'm bringing you the voices of one woman who was inside the North Tower during the attacks and one first responder who was called to help.
Hi, my name is Lisa Amatura. I am a volunteer with the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, and I'm a 78th floor survivor from the North Tower. We had gone up around 7:30, 7:45. I was looking out the window, admiring the Statue of Liberty, and not long after that, at about 8:46, the first plane hit, and it felt like it was a large explosion, like maybe like a gas line or something. I looked outside to the right and I saw a huge red fireball and then tons and tons of paper. One of the folks in my group knew where the stairwell was, so we left that floor and went immediately to the stairwell. I didn't take my ID, I didn't take money, I didn't take my purse, my luggage, nothing. Each floor was stamped with the number of what floor you were on. So I just kind of made a mental note to just keep focusing on, 78 and 77 and 76. And we didn't realize until about the 50th floor that there was another plane. I didn't find out that I was pregnant with Francesca until September 13th, after I had already gotten home.
My name is Jim Volkash. I am the retired fire coordinator and director of emergency services for Niagara County, and we were part of the deployment that went to Ground Zero the week after the attacks in 2001. That's the picture of us getting ready to leave South Lockport's fire hall. Some of the things that we saw were billboards that were just pasted with pictures of people who were missing. It was something that was moving, without a doubt. It was something that we had never seen before, we had never dealt with. So the newness of it took a while to settle in and took a while for everybody to get focused on what our duties were going to be. We provided EMS for the people who were within the fenced-in area. You really have to applaud the departments in New York City, because I think some of those firefighters knew they were coming back down. The sights of the pile and the smoldering debris, and every once in a while they would bring a body up through with an ambulance with no lights on. It was something that you had to pretty much shut off everything that was around you and focus on what our task at hand is. To us, the responders, to us, the firefighters, the law enforcement people, nursing staff, doctors, anybody who was in the public eye, anybody who was in public service, we can't let it get diluted. We can't let people forget about it.
Like Jim says, we could never forget. Lisa is now volunteering for Tunnels to Towers, a foundation dedicated to remembering the first responders that were lost on that day 23 years ago. And Katie?
Yeah, again, Tunnels to Towers has done so much here in Western New York, and we know not only did those firefighters go and help Buffalo firefighters, Buffalo police, so many people from Western New York.
Each of those flags set up behind Jordan, marking a life lost, and we certainly remember each one of those, Jordan. Thank you.